Yeah, the recent varieties of cotton have lent themselves to grow in these colder regions, so the industry is expanding now down in the Murrumbidgee. So there's a big calling for a corporate like Oscott to provide a service so they can gin their cotton. At the moment, all that cotton's travelling up north, some of it to our other cotton gins at Trangie and Warren, but there's a big need down here for a big processor to come down and grow or process the cotton that's now growing down here.
Well, Oscott is a big processor and this is a big gin. Can you give us a bit of a description of how this compares with other gins around the world in terms of not only technology but also size?
Yeah, I guess unofficially this would be classed as potentially the world's biggest cotton gin in terms of production. We can, on paper, at least handle 1,800 bales a day. That's based on a 24-hour day. And the equipment's rated for 80 plus bales an hour. The ginning capacity here, which is 5 222 gin stands, they're the largest and biggest gin stands currently on the market, and our production far exceeds any other gin as far as we know.
So in terms of that throughput capacity, what's the end benefit for growers in terms of picking their crop and getting it in here, getting it ginned and sent off to market?
So like most farmers, I guess, once they've grown their crop, it's all about cash flow. So we need to process and gin that cotton as quickly as possible, offer a good service to those guys. So it's not only about quality, but for cotton growers, it's also production rates and throughput. So we're very mindful of getting that crop ginned as soon as possible with the highest of quality and getting the best return on investment for the growers.
And what's the kind of ginning cycle when cotton picking is occurring and crop has been brought in here? What are your operational conditions like?
Murrumbidgee is probably the most testing environment, at least in Australia. So we get a very cold climate down here, and the crops can often come in cool conditions, high moisture. So very testing. But we've put a lot of thought and effort into this cotton gin. Oscott's been ginning now for 51 years. This is gin 11, and we're very mindful of the cotton, what the quality is going to be like. So we put a lot of thought into the design for cleaning that wet cotton and being able to handle the worst conditions.
Can you just quickly talk us through the actual ginning process? When the cotton rounds are brought in here, the big bales, round bales of cotton, what happens then?
So as the cotton comes in from the farmer, the first thing it does is it goes through a process which we call pre-cleaning. Those machines heat the cotton up, add heat and airflow, and then we go through a set of machinery that works on centrifugal force, and basically that removes all the sticks and burrs and all the foreign matter out of the cotton. So then we're left with a nice clean cotton, but it still has a seed in it. So the next stage in the process is what we call the gin stand, and that's where you physically actually remove the seed from the cotton, and that leaves us with a product called lint, which looks like cotton wool, like you'd see in the shop. And then what we do then is bale that cotton wool up into a bale, and that's what gets exported then to the spinning mills to get turned into a thread.
So when this gin is up and running and in full capacity, what's the daily work cycle and for what period during the year?
Yeah, we'll kick in about now. So as you know, we've got raw product coming into the yard right now, so it's ready to be ginned. Typically we'd kick off in about May, and then we've got about a 3 to 4 month ginning window. So autumn, sort of early winter. And then the remaining of the year, the other 8 months, we dedicate to maintenance.
Can you tell us a bit about your personal history?
Yeah, so my background is engineering, both mechanical and electrical, got degrees in those, and then from there I progressed, I guess, into project management, like a typical engineer. But 18 years now with Oscott, 3 years of GrainCorp, and another couple of years with actually the Port Authority. So I've always had an alliance with farming and supporting industries. And within Oscott, I've been part of project managing 4 gins now. So gins 8, 9, gin 10, now gin 11. So 18 years of experience, I guess, in running, building and designing cotton gins. And internally in Oscott, we've got about 51 years now in just project management experience. So we've got a lot of in-house resources, which is why we believe this gin is, by far the best gin built anywhere on the planet to date.